think this is a good note for everybody out there.
He says that I don't pull well on TikTok, so
He doesn't.
It's
just a fact. It just doesn't pull well. It's called social media for a reason, and it's not selfish media.
I just gotta clear something up. You weren't the 12th man. And on the field.
There is no easy way to get anything ever.
Studio podcast, where we discuss the connection between life and acting.
Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mornings with Matt, the Deering Acting Studio podcast. We've got a busy Friday here. We've had a busy week, Joey.
Busy week. This is probably one of the busiest weeks I've ever had at the studio. Probably.
Probably only because we're just you and I, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this doesn't compare to a Valleywood.
No. This is not compared to a Valleywood. But as far as just like not like Valleywood excluded, because Valleywood is its own animal.
Valleywood is Valleywood.
Like that is we put the pressure on ourselves there, and we always set our goals really high. And so we push ourselves to the limit during Valleywood week.
Which begs me to ask myself always, why don't I do that more often? That's because that's why I'm so weird, because that's what I say to myself. But yeah, we've had a busy week, Joe. And we got a busy day today. We've got callbacks for big casting, which we're very excited about. Congratulations to all the actors who got a callback. Good job. Congratulations. Yeah. So, today's topic is a big one, though. I got a lot to say about this topic. Love is at the center. So before
that's not the sound.
I thought it was.
No, it's make people your hero.
Oh!
Tomorrow is Love is at the center.
You know what's crazy?
That's the surprise episode.
This whole morning I've been thinking about Love is at the center.
Really?
Yeah, I can't wait.
You came in and you were like, "What's the topic?"
I
and
know.
I was like,
but I saw the
make
thumbnail.
People your hero.
I saw the thumbnail coming up. So, that's going to be a great show. Everybody.
Well, that's on me, guys, because this thumbnail didn't get created until this morning.
Let me rewind. All right.
It's okay. Yeah.
That's cool, Joey. I got a lot to say about this topic too.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I didn't think anything of it when you said that, because I was like, this kind of Matt's jam, this topic.
Well, this is a concept that honestly, I mean, the phrasing of it is something that I know of. Something I came up with.
Yeah, I put that in the description.
Because now other people talk about the idea. So I'm not going to take credit for the idea, but this exact phrasing of it, I think, is something that I came up with. Now, maybe somebody else thought of it too. Who knows? Doesn't matter.
You never know.
The point is to make other people your hero, to allow other people to be your hero.
Yeah,
it's a humility thing, but it's a what I try to help people understand is it's a power thing. Like you can use this and be so powerful with the concept of letting other people be your hero, which doesn't make sense. Like you think to yourself that you think you want to be the superhero. But if you empower others to be a hero for you, people love to be the hero. Who's your favorite superhero out there?
Ooh.
Everybody be listening right now. If you're tuning in, write into the comments, who's your favorite superhero? I want to know who your favorite superhero is. And you know what? And add in there why it's your favorite superhero. Who's yours, Joey's favorite superhero?
Ooh, let me see. Probably the Flash. The Flash has always been one of my favorites.
Okay, why the Flash?
Well, I like the fact that, like, yes, he's super, but he's not like crazy overpowered. It's more just like
He's fast.
he's fast. He has good morals. Like and I mean, most superheroes do, but he comes from like tragic background.
Which
like
they
he
all
lost,
do.
yeah, he lost his mom, stuff like that. So, I don't know. I just always kind of like the Flash, partially probably because I like running too.
You're fast, yeah.
Yeah. But Barry Allen is the man. Also, that TV show that they made for the Flash on the CW, one of the greatest TV shows I've ever seen.
Really?
And Brian's not in, or Brian really likes the sci-fi stuff. You and I aren't as much into that.
Yeah.
So I was skeptical about the show, and I watched a couple episodes, and then I got hooked because they really developed the characters well.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
But is it a formula where he saves someone every show?
No.
Really?
Yeah. That's what's cool about it. So
So every episode he's not like, Flash,
No.
I saved the day at the end.
No.
It's not like that?
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe it's good.
Yeah, it's he does that, but it's a lot of the time it like carries episodes actually. So like
Right.
with who he's fighting or the villain or whatever, like
But it is pretty
it's
formulaic.
like six.
so-
Yeah, it's pretty formulaic.
Yeah. That's what I figured. All right. So your favorite superhero is the Flash. Here's my point to this. It feels good to be the hero. Who doesn't want to be a hero? Everybody wants to be a hero. I would think. You don't want to be the bad guy. I mean, everybody wants to be the hero, right? So it goes like this. If you're at work, you can tell someone, hey, I'm taking the day off. You probably have every right to do that. You could tell your boss and say, look, I need a vacation. You need to give me a vacation. I need one. Okay. You could do that. Now, that's one way to go about it. The other way to go about it is to present what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, hey, here's what's going on in my life. Maybe this is impossible. Maybe it couldn't work. I know we're busy. I know we got a lot going on. But here's a situation that's happening. Man, it would mean a lot to me. If there's any way you could make this happen for me to get the rest of the day off, boy, that would mean a lot. You set somebody up like that, and people want to rise up into a position where they're doing you a favor. The problem is most people don't want to owe someone else a favor.
Mm-hmm.
So they hold on to that information, and you're essentially being selfish in the way that you're not allowing somebody else to give to you. So if you're willing to pass that out, though, then all of a sudden, what are you going to be surrounded by? A bunch of heroes.
Yeah.
Bunch of modern day heroes. We have an answer.
Yeah, Astrid said, me and Caspian love Batman because he's so smooth, and Ben loves Spider-Man because of his willpower. Also, I spelt Caspian wrong in the beginning. 'Cause I said-
Spider-Man because of his willpower. Tell me about that.
Oh, Ben has this cool, like, he talked to me about it. He has this cool thing about Spider-Man and his willpower. Like, that's a big part of what makes him Spider-Man is his senses. So, and a lot of that goes down to the willpower. So I'm probably botching it. He probably has
Ben needs
way
to
more
explain this in the
facts.
comments because I don't understand about Spider-Man's willpower. But I'm very curious and kind of excited to go down that path. So write us a little a little diatribe here, Ben, and let us know what's going on with Spider-Man. Okay, so Batman because he's so smooth. Yeah, Batman is smooth.
Batman. I'm Batman.
I like Batman too because he's like one of the people, you know?
Yeah.
And he's just sort of like a tough person.
Mm-hmm.
And then he of course he has superhero equipment is sort of his thing.
Yeah.
And I like too that he seeks out, that he goes into battles. You know what I mean? Like Batman seeks the resistance.
Yeah.
And when is Batman gonna help?
Whenever the bat signal is
When people
there.
ask for help.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
they ask for help. They have to ask for it though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gotta be like, put up the signal.
Yeah.
Just put up the signal. I'm waiting, put up the signal.
Yeah.
I'll be your hero.
I'll be here.
Let me be your
Oh, that's
hero,
funny.
baby.
I think my most comedic, and a lot of people get mad at me for this, but the most comedic superhero to me is Superman.
The most comedic?
Yeah. Just
Oh, you mean
because-
like
just,
not good?
Yeah, just because of his glasses. Like that kills it. That kills it. Like, cause Batman, you know, he has his real persona, right? Bruce Wayne. But at least they don't overplay it with Superman. He'll like throw on a pair of glasses and then everybody's just like, oh, it's just Clark. and it's like, you don't look that much different without your glasses. Like, people would put two and two together. Like, with Bruce Wayne, he has the mask on.
Right.
And he's like very careful about hiding it.
And that's kind of the same
Clark
thing.
Kent
though.
like turns a pole and he's like, oh, I got my glasses
The
on
Batman
now.
thing's kind of the
It's-
same
It's
thing.
me,
though.
Clark. It's me, Clark. I just got my polo and my
I know,
glasses
but
on.
it's kind of the same. But you're right. You're right. Like, that is crazy.
yeah.
But Batman's kind of the same thing because he's like, I mean, it's clearly him. Same jawline, same voice, same.
Yeah, for sure.
But you're right. Superman's worse.
Yeah, the difference is for
All right,
me.
this is not enough, Ben. This is not enough for us to break this down here.
Should I send them like a thing and see if they want to
Why don't you look this up online? Because
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
oh yeah, send them a thing.
Send them a thing. Yeah, Ben, we're gonna send you a thing
because we need to
to
talk
hop
about
in here.
We need to talk about
so you can
the
tell us
willpower.
about Spider-Man's willpower.
Because willpower is a big deal.
Yeah.
If you had unlimited willpower, man, think about that.
It's crazy.
Because all day, every day, I think we fight against that pull to, into temptation or into laziness or into any of our bad habits. Like, that's pretty nutso. All right, so if you allow other people to be your hero, you'll be surrounded by heroes. That's a smart idea.
Yeah.
That's a smart idea. Who doesn't want to
Pretty
be surrounded by
factual.
heroes?
I don't know. I want to be surrounded by heroes.
It's like this. And what's funny is I trained the people around me. I trained you for this, and you used it on me yesterday, and it worked. It worked like magic.
Yeah.
But I trained you for this.
Yeah. 100%.
I said, "Here's the thing, man. Here's exactly how you do it. Because if you stroke somebody's ego, they're gonna want to move mountains for you,
Yeah.
right?
For sure.
People are inherently good. I believe that. There are bad people in the world, but most people are inherently good.
yeah.
And everybody has a history. Everyone's got a past. Everyone has a bunch of stuff going on. And so most people can also relate to you as well when you tell them what's going on in your life.
100%.
And so knowing that people are inherently good, if you seek the good in somebody else and you are honest about your own intentions, about what you want, and the fact that the other person helping you out is something that would benefit you, people will do it all the time. They're happy to be your hero. They get excited to be your hero. I know I do. What's the matter?
I'm just setting up in case they hop in.
I got Dubs cameras. Wait, I don't understand. Why would you not keep?
So that there's no echo when he hops in.
Oh, you figured that out?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight.
But it's got to be.
But how are you going to be on camera now?
I'll probably slide behind you if I have something
Over here?
to say, or I'll just talk in the mic. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But I assume Ben will be talking while I'm talking.
Oh, this is the thing you worked out with Astrid the other day.
Yeah. That's why I felt confident in inviting her on.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh man, this is awesome. I was wondering how you're gonna pull that off.
Yeah. We like challenges over here at the Deering Acting Studio. We really do.
We really, really do, Joey. So where was I before I got myself on a little
Superhero
side
rant.
note here? Well, yeah, I mean, no, it's not a rant. Superhero is the show. I mean, it just is.
Yeah.
So, okay, I got a great one. I got a great example. Okay, so, I know what I was saying, that I train the people around me. I train my kids how to use me and abuse me. I train my wife how to use me and abuse me. But here's the thing, though. I kind of expect the same in return, and it usually benefits. So here's an example. My wife wants me to take out the trash. She has a want. She has a desire for me to take out the trash. Let's say she's had a long day. Let's say the kids have been a little rough that day. Let's say she's been buried in all kinds of different things and tons of stress, and she has all this stuff piled up, and she's feeling all the feels. And I come home and I'm being kind of loud with the kids. Maybe I'm watching a show. Like I'm kind of just having a great time, it feels like. And she could look at me and be like, "Honey, take out the trash. Honey, I need you to take out the trash. Honey, will you take out the trash?" Like, she could do that. She could even say, "Please. Honey, will you take out the trash, please?" And I'm like, I'm doing my thing. I'm watching the game. I'm snuggling with my kids. But if she comes up to me, same situation, exact same situation. And let's even make it worse. Let's say I had the bad day. Let's say that I was like, not even bad day, just long day. I'll say I worked 14 hours, 16 hours, and I'm exhausted. And I come home and I'm on the couch. And she comes up to me, looks me in the eyes and says, "Oh, baby, you're so strong. Love you so much." Gives me a kiss and says, "Is there any way you could be my hero and take out the trash?" I will melt. I do every time. I'll melt. Like a piece of chocolate on a hot sunny day in Arizona. I'm just going to melt on the sidewalk. Like, that's how you get your way. Like, let people be your hero. Why not? Of course I'm going to say yes to that. My kids do it to me all the time. Same thing. But here's what's cool. Here's what's cool. By establishing this with the people around me and by living into it, it's now given me the opportunity to do the same in return. Happened this morning. I was talking to my wife, snuggling my littlest one, my 1.5-year-old, and the dog is just driving me nuts because he knows at a certain time when people wake up, it's time for him to eat. And he's like a chow hound, so he's like going nutso. And he keeps annoying me, and I gotta go soon. So I wanted to have every second with my kids and my wife and my stuff, and so I didn't want to spend time with the dog. Sorry, champ. Whatever, dude. So I looked at my oldest, my 8-year-old, and I said, "Hey, Jack, is there any way you would be willing to feed the dog for me? That would be awesome. I would sure appreciate that." And he's like, "It's cold out there." I know. I'm like, I know. That means it would mean even more to me. Like, that would be so awesome if you would be willing to do that. And he's like, "Okay." And then I was like, "Oh, you got to turn off the alarm." And he's like, "Oh." But he did it, and he did it willingly. He did it happily because I set him up to be my hero. I didn't say, "Jack, go feed the dog." Now, sometimes I do that, but only when he's, if he's acting out or something. But if you think about that concept of allowing somebody to be your hero, they will move for you. And I'll do it for my kids. Like, they'll ask me certain things like, "Oh, Dad, I know you're tired. Is there any way you could do this?" And I'm like, "Melt. Let's go. Let's go." I even did a video on it. There was one day I was so tired I couldn't even keep my eyes open. And so I allowed my kids to pour cold water on my head just so I could somehow summon the strength to take them on a bike ride. Why? Because I had promised to do that. And heroes don't go back on their promises. I'm going to tell you that right now. All you dads out there, heroes don't go back on their promises. You make a promise, you live up to that thing. And if you can't live up to it, you own it and you say why. And you go deep into it, and then you make up for it tenfold.
All right.
Yo, good morning.
Good morning.
The man, the myth, the legend, Ben
No, come on.
Gabriel.
All right, hold up. Can I just say something? You look like Spider-Man right now, right?
I happen to be wearing a Spider-Man hoodie, but that's
Okay, I knew it. He did it on purpose.
Yeah.
He did it on purpose. You look like Peter Parker.
any given day you caught me, I probably would have been wearing a Spider-Man hoodie.
That's pretty tight. I'm gonna tell you. So tell me about Spider-Man's willpower. Like, what does that even mean? Because don't they all have a little bit of willpower? Like, what makes his so special?
Yeah. So you want me to just jump straight to some quotes from the comics, or
No, you lay it on me, and I'll
All
try
right.
to talk about it.
So a few examples here. So Spider-Man, one time he said, when there's time, you weigh the option. When there's not, you act, and you always do the right thing, even if it means giving up the advantage. So like that's just an example of how he would, put himself in the line of danger in order to just act upon what is right. And then another one I like. I mean, there's so many.
I love that. Hold up, go back. So what do you do if you have time though?
You weigh the options.
Okay, yeah.
So if
Yeah.
there's time, you weigh the
Which is
options.
like you get the facts. Like give me all the facts.
Right.
And then I can see every option I have here,
Like,
and then
make a
I'll pick the
calculated
best
decision.
option.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like when there's time, you make a calculated decision, like weigh the
Right.
pros and the cons. Yeah. And then, so something else he said, here he says, swinging through the sky, a New York sky, patrolling the city, every moment a chance to make a difference, to fight the good fight. And then,
Okay, all right.
and then another time he says, fight the good fight. If you fall, pick yourself back up. And if your neighbor falls, give him a hand. That's how we all save the world, one friendly neighborhood at a time.
Nice. I like that. So the reason I was so drawn to this idea of willpower is I feel like that is a superpower that we all have, and it's something that we run out of on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
the
it's
world
like,
can wear you down, right?
yeah, your day will wear you down. Like, here's the thing. Like, there's a reason I think why most bad things happen at night. And people make worse decisions usually at night. And when you, like, at the end of the day, it's sort of like you're done. Like, I'm done making all these good decisions throughout the day, and sometimes like that can get to you. So that's why I don't remember who it was that I read this, but said, imagine you've got a tank of willpower, and you only get so much of it in a day.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be careful about like what you waste your like really big decisions on, because you're using up your willpower throughout the day, and eventually you're gonna run out.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a lot of times, like, I guess what Spider-Man has to do is it's draining. Just like almost like on a video game, there's like a power bar, So like every time he has to make a tough decision, it takes a toll on him. It's like draining.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. And I think that we're like that. People are like that. You make a tough decision and you feel it. Like, you definitely feel like the weight of that, even if it's the right decision. A lot of times the right decision hurts.
Yeah, a lot of times the right decision is the hardest one to make.
Yeah. So then we want to think about, okay, so how do we preserve our willpower? And I think that's what comes from like your habits and stuff, and almost your armor or your spider suit. You put something on that can protect you a little bit, from certain things. And so if you expect yourself to be a person, you expect yourself to be human, you expect yourself to be somebody who is capable of anything, even the worst of things, you then protect yourself by putting up barriers in certain areas of your life to say, like, okay, I want to make sure that I'm always a good man. I want to make sure I'm always, a good father or a good husband or, whatever, a good son. So I'm going to put up barriers around me. I'm going to put up protections so that I don't put myself in a place where I'm going to get tempted when my willpower is low.
Yeah, exactly. And that may be part of the reason why, like, when we were talking about your willpower, using it is draining. When your will is in line with God's will, it's like, it's a lot easier to make that. It's not as draining it's almost like rejuvenating in a way when you make the right decision, even though it's tough. It can take its toll on you, but at the same time, it's like keeps you going.
That was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, 100%.
So true.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ben Gabriel. This is Astrid's husband, and every time you see,
AKA Peter Parker.
yeah, sure. Every time you see Astrid in the comments on Mornings with Matt, this man is right next to her, and he's one of our biggest fans as well.
During the day.
And he is quite
at night. He's swinging between buildings usually.
Yeah, I believe it.
Saving little babies out.
The buildings in Phoenix aren't as great as aren't as plentiful in New York City. So
Yeah, I know you guys dash out and come back a lot.
Yeah, so like,
he had to adapt to the new environment. He does a lot of crawling instead of web slinging.
Yeah, Spider-Man would be super bored.
yeah. It's like
In
not
the
even
suburbs, he's just
crazy.
like, all right, cool. This sucks.
Spidey in the suburbs.
He'd be wearing like a Spider-Man tank top out there. It's like sweating half to death, you know.
Okay, so can you relate to this topic? What I'm talking about, letting people be your hero?
Yeah. I mean, I think you have to. I think that's also part of being a hero is knowing when to accept the help in a way. You know, it's like it's almost like. We use a term at my job a lot of times that asking for help is a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness. So I think that like when you ask for help, you allow somebody to help you. It builds you both up. It makes you both better. And I definitely think that you can. Yeah,
for sure. And my concept here is how you ask. Because there's one thing to ask for help and one thing to receive help, and another thing to ask in such a way that lifts up the other person. Because you can, like, you have that power, right? Did you hear my example about the husband, wife, and the trash?
Yeah.
I mean, how good do you could Astrid make you feel before asking you to take out the trash, and you would melt? You'd be like, oh my god, like, is there any more trash I can take out for you?
Yeah, were you taking notes or when you were clearing up?
All right, homie, thank you so much for being on the show. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. What time is
Always
it?
Always a pleasure, guys. Good to see you.
Much love, my friend.
28 minutes in, so right about time.
Yeah, perfect. We got a big casting today. We got to get ready for. Ben, Astrid, love you guys. Thanks for being on the show.
Love you guys. Have fun at the casting.
All right, we'll do.
Oh, Astrid.
Good ones. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Help us spread this light-driven content to the planet. And you know what? Go out there. Let somebody be your hero.
Oh, the sling's not connected anymore. Oh my gosh.
You want me to do the outro now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's gonna be on you, so we may as well just end it. Yeah. Sorry, viewers. Have a champion day, everyone. Hurrah.
Is that my dog?